This is your WW3 news. This is a phenomenon. Probably not. This phenomenon is probably in other Western countries in Europe. The Italian youth, the next generation, which should replace those who should go in retirement after their so-called period of studies, university and stuff like that, they come to face a grim reality. There's zero opportunities of work here in Italy regarding their level of education, basically. You make so many sacrifices throughout the years of studying and so on, and come to the conclusion, and the country you're born doesn't offer you properly nothing, and there's no type of state programs to encourage young people to remain here in Italy. No. The only thing that's important for here in Italy is to import poverty, probably cheap labour as well. And they say these people are going to come over, they're engineers, doctors and so on. And they'll be the ones who'll be paying the pensions for those who go in retirement. That is not such the truth. Mainly they're all ignorant, low educated, and most of these people do not work. They live off the welfare system here in Italy. Like I said, they don't want to integrate. You find these people loitering around. Thus, the lefties' propaganda or bullshit they're trying to send to the Italians, especially, it's really ridiculous, it's really funny. An African wakes up one day and he does a race towards getting the pension or retirement, something like that. So it goes like that, you know. I find it's absolutely really stupid. You know, people believe this shit here, you know, absolute ignorance. If they were useful for the community, contributing somewhere, no. There are just, like I said in other videos, a nuisance. And one big headache when it comes to law and order. And so on. There's only very few who regularly come over here who really integrate and work. It's been like they've done it on purpose. They are encouraging people who had a good level of education, I say. Then they obliged to leave due to the situation economical and future prospects of employment, which is absolutely zero. And on the other hand, importing illegals, thinking, they'll be the ones who'll be the new working force. No. You probably imported lazy people who don't want to work. Imported poverty, third world problems, and so on. And you have to maintain these people at the taxpayer's expense throughout the welfare system. Is that right? No. Because in the end, the more these people come, more the welfare institutes, which is here in Italy, can't cope anymore. They have to pay out their pensions for those people who are in retirement, those workers in cassa integrazione, and so on. Not a bunch of lazy bastards who come over in a dinghy and thinking they couldn't do fuck all day long at the expense of those who work. Yet we go back again. This is the problem of politicians, especially the lefties, who, like I said, always they incite these cunts to come over and say this is El Dorado, blah 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 blah. Probably they don't realise there will be their scapegoats or some type of situation. These so-called illegals or immigrants one day, these leftists will say you will have to fight a war. We gave you hospitality, we maintained you here. Now, it's time what we gave to you, you give back in return. Because things are not given for free. There's always something you have to give back. This could be they give back what they took.